Good morning, everyone. Psalm 31, verse 19 to 20 says, now I write out all of these, and that hesitation was, what the heck did I write there? I wrote 31. So Psalm 31, 19 to 20 says, how great is your goodness, which you have stored up for those who fear you, which you have wrought for those who take refuge in you, before the sons of men, which you have wrought for those who take refuge in you, before the sons of men. You hide them in the secret place of your presence. From the conspiracies of many, you keep them secretly in a shelter from the strife of tongues. I know that when I was younger, and I think all people at some stage in their life, often right throughout their life, you are worried about what people think about you. And in the last while, we've been speaking about how we are actually don't walk next to God, we walk in Him. We are encapsulated. He surrounds us. He's our protector and our provider, and he's got like he's encamped around us. He's close to us like this. He's our everything. And the psalmist says, how great is your goodness, which you have stored up for those who fear you, which you have wrought for those who take refuge in you. So when you say, here I am, Lord, a lot of people think about what they've given up. I have to give up beating my wife, spending all my husband's money, drinking severely. I have to give up all these sins. Give up, give up, give up. We keep thinking of, if you speak to people and say, why don't you want to give your life? Because He takes so much from us. He takes away from our lives. He takes away. But yes, He does. He takes away our worry. But what He adds to our life is so much more valuable than the things that we lose. He adds, and everything stems from the one thing that He gives us first, Christ Jesus. But what comes with that, yes, Lord, I want to follow you. I make your will my will. I do what you want me to do. The thing that He gives us is that absolute protection and love from day one. We can find refuge in Him, and He fulfills us. Then you say, you protect us therefore from, and a lot of people say the fiery arrows and the, but tongues. I have teenage daughters, and my youngest one is still a teenager. I have young women in my house, and I remember the hurtful things, um, the things that have hurt me, and they come from very, very sharp tongues, and those things that cut deep and hurt quite badly. Um, we have to fight against the pain that they cause us, but we don't have to acknowledge them because our God keeps us safe. We are enveloped by Him, surrounded by Him. Our God has provided us with everything that we are. Somebody can conspire against us and even seem to succeed. But that which you lose when that person seems to have succeeded is superseded by somebody, by something brand new and fabulous. In other words, if you're in a job, and I've heard it over and over again. If somebody either lies about you, I've heard that, or puts you in a bad light and you maybe lose your job because of it. God always has something better for you planned. And you've got to be able to let go and trust God. And every time I get called in, I work for the school, and every time I get called in to do something, then I always worry about, now, are they going to need me? Because I work part-time. And it is important for them to talk to me, but I worry because I've had things happen to me in the past. And this verse gives me some courage and says to me, but even if it's so, what does it matter? For that which God has promised you, and He's made some promises to me, which have been that which God has promised to you, you can come and claim, even after this thing has happened to you. And you often hear Christians going, I lost my job, or I lost that, or my car got stolen, or something, and then often they have something better to replace it. And the better doesn't always look like the world thinks it's better. The better might look like something a bit more humble, because that is God's way of loving us. Sometimes it's better in the world's eyes even, but sometimes it's a little bit more humble. I hope that makes sense to you. I hope I feel like Maria babbled on. But take your refuge, because the world cannot conspire you out of God's protection. Have a wonderful day, and we'll speak again tomorrow.